welcome to my morning routine. Just starting the day, I woke up probably less than an hour ago. Try to eat as quick as possible. So whenever I get to training, I'm not super full, because training can be hard. Like all the guys gonna roll hard and stuff. So yeah, I usually start my day really mellow, nothing crazy. Every day I like to switch back between these and oats. But today I feel like eating a little bit of bread. Should be like a higher volume day because I'm gonna lift a pro athlete. I'm gonna go to the HQ to train the guys. So doing 2 hard things, I don't think it's detrimental to do a little bit more calories, eat a little more carbs. It doesn't make me too full for training, even like 1 hour before, because this is usually the time I eat. Bags a little bit. Call me lazy, but that's the easiest way. The grass-fed butter. I don't know, man. I think people that are like biohacking stuff, they're gonna be proud of me. Looking for organic stuff, good sources for my protein and stuff. I think my fiance kind of like helped me a ton of that. I usually wouldn't care, but I don't know, like now that I got used to it, I can tell the difference, Definitely feels better. I know it's a bit more expensive, but that's why you have Costco, They have a lot of organic stuff. And, like a lot of my friends that have chickens, we make our own sourdough. So it just feels better when you kind of cooking something and you feel that it's organic or you know where it's coming from. And lately I've got really big into it, like a lot of my meals are organic stuff. Like lunch is gonna be organic turkey. Yeah, some sort of like organic, something like that, turkey, and whole wheat pasta. So I think with the age, I'm not super old, but now that I'm a bit more experienced, I'm just looking to, like have the best things put into my body so I can perform the best, It's funny because, I'm an athlete and stuff, but sometimes it ends up being like a 9 to 4 or something job because of the driving that I have to do and how the timing works. Like today we're gonna leave around 9ish and I'll probably be coming back around like 3 or 4 because we train, then I have lunch, then I have to drive to strength conditioning and then you take your time there as well. So it ends up like taking a big part of my day, big chunk of my day. Let's go, watch one more day. I do my training at the Six Flags headquarters with Shanji. It's located in North Austin right now. We're like on the west side, so it gives me like 30 minutes. And as I said, I don't really mind the drive at all. Like, if it was longer to that, it would probably get to the point where I was like, oh man, it's like a long drive. But it's like right under 30, maybe 25. And yeah, I do not mind at all. It's actually one of the parts of the day that I look forward to, just get on the zone, get there, get a good session in. Here we are, about to get started.
Run out ice, please.
The only time he's gonna get there. It's the only time.
Now, if we go from our belly down, and I want you to do this, your belly down, reach, touch, touch, touch. This is gonna force your back line to fire the whole time. So when you go here, the more you can lift in this position, the more that arm can travel without touching the ground. Exactly. Then when we get you here, I can create this. Because what I'm really looking for is this.
I warm up jiu-jitsu with jiu-jitsu, you know, so I think Budokan is a way to shadow jiu-jitsu without having an opponent. Basically how to educate your body, how to move from point A to point B more efficiently. I see a lot of the movement patterns within my jiu-jitsu, so I'm able to put them through a workout, you know, and then associate that with a certain jiu-jitsu technique. For me, it's the perfect priming for the practice of jiu-jitsu.
So today ended up being a technical day as expected, you know. We worked a lot on the Kimura, which is a position that I actually been trying to work a lot. So it's just good to, even though I'm in a training camp, which you're trying to perform at your best, I still take some time to just learn to get better at jiu-jitsu. You know, I try to never stay away from that. I think sometimes when athletes are getting prepared for big tournaments, big matches, they're so focused, you know, on winning every session, on being sharp, and sometimes you kind of slow down the process of learning. For me, the process of learning is continuous. Doesn't really matter which match I'm doing, who I'm facing. So today was a lot about learning, working some details. I was able to hit a couple times during the training, which makes me happy. And then during the rounds, I tried to be a little bit open as well, play with different stuff. I had a couple different bodies. Had somebody that was bigger, I had some other guys that are lighters, they move fast. So I was able to mix up a lot.
I think having him and I in the same card is super nice. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah, you can. You know, Victor Hugo, Philippe, Noah, you know, all the team, Lovato, they always evolving. And for me, it's exciting. You know, it's exciting to actually do something different. But I think being who's number one is very special, and the real number one's back.
So whenever I moved to the US, this guy right here, he's kind of like my boss. I would help him, you know, like clean the trashes, clean the bathrooms, I don't know, like sweep. But I didn't know to do most of that. And he explained to me really well, like how to do things. But sometimes I tried to be smart. And I remember one day he wanted me to clean the floors of the bathroom a certain way. And then I used a different product and I laid the shit out of the product, like all of the floor, and I mopped. And I was like, man, this is way better. And then I laughed. So I think it was Shanji, everybody comes to train and their foot is literally like, it's like they have glue on their feet. And then he looked at me and was like, what the hell did you do, man? I gave you the recipe. And then that was one of the things that I remember, you know. Like, and then
having to get on the
attic.
The attic.
Yeah.
Like the attic is like maybe hip height, and then you see this giant coming out of there, looks like a monster.
Yeah.
So he didn't make a good janitor, I guess.
No.
I'll try to like come up with my own ways to do things, and sometimes it's not that good, you know. Like I remember they stick. It's the worst feeling. You get like into the bathroom, your foot is always sticking around, and this guy would get pretty mad at me. It was funny. I remember. So right now we're a pro athlete, you know, we're trained with John Welburn. He's the leader of pro athlete, the guy that created the whole thing. I come here to do my strength conditioning. It's a private gym, so a lot of dudes dream of this one day, you know. You just have a gym and cars. He knows what he's done here. For so many hours you put on the mats, you have to put so many hours on the gym to kind of like get your body kind of all balanced it out and feeling healthy. So that's kind of the relationship I built with lifting. When I was coming up, I didn't lift as much, and if I had to go back and regret something, that's probably the only thing I regret. Not because of a matter of strength, but just because I think it does help me staying out of injuries, and I was able to meet a lot of people and learn some cool stuff from people inside the fitness industry as well. So I think both merge pretty well, and it's cool to see also a lot of people from the fitness industry seeing that they can use their superpower, it's their strength in jiu-jitsu, and I think that relationship has been growing a lot over the years. And yeah, that's kind of like my relationship with it. Like if I have to give somebody advice to just start training jiu-jitsu, is also try to, you know, stay healthy outside of jiu-jitsu. That means following a good diet, find a lifting schedule that works for you. You don't have to become a full-time bodybuilder, but find something to implement in a routine that will make you feel better, you know?
The sun came out.
Yeah, right about time. Finish training. Let's go hop on the lake. And beautiful day, you know? It's funny. It's all cloudy. Just do our thing. And maybe that's a show of that you gotta be grateful, you know? Never know when the sun's gonna come out. Wait, let's go. Might as well go too. When I used to live in San Diego, one of the things I'll do during the day whenever I could was jump on the ocean. A lot of people don't do it over there because it's so cold, but you know, like I always did it. I grew up by the ocean, so I feel like I have a good connection to the water. Whenever I'm training a lot and stuff, I need to like get on the water somehow, and it feels like a river or the beach, it's better. The water is pretty cold today, so it feels nice to kind of break the heat from the outside. Also, it's been really fun. There's a lot of fun stuff to do, so we offset a lot of what I had in San Diego. You know, I think if I had moved somewhere else where it wasn't as cool as here, as far as like activities and fun places, fun things to do, it wouldn't be as easy. But it's been pretty easy to adjust. And this is what I drove like 4 minutes from my house, so it's pretty nice. You know, no complaints. Good evening, good to see everybody. Let's have some fun, do some jiu-jitsu. Remind you, I'll be competing next month alongside Shanji at the Who's Number One. Also, I'm on an MTV show. This guy's here recording it. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, let's have fun tonight. Let's do some jiu-jitsu, all right? Who's jogging, go. As I'm here, I'm off balance him, and I'm bringing the elbow close to him so he doesn't have that post. I'm gonna fall to my shoulder and use my left toes on the mat to take him. As an athlete, I do get extra mat time working on techniques that I usually oversee, and it almost allows me also to work on new things because I get a position and I give it to my students. Some of them, you know, evolve that position somehow, and I can see how, like, what are things they're doing different. I can also practice on them, so it's extra time on the mats, but also outside of the mats, because I also have to think about the things I want to teach and how can I kind of like make it the easiest to digest for my students. I just show them stuff that I have done in competition before, or stuff that I'm trying to implement in competition. Tonight I kind of show a little bit of what we worked earlier, and I'll be working on that in the future as well, and that's how things evolve. All right, everybody, good seeing you guys. Good night of jiu-jitsu. Have a good rest of your night. Good seeing everyone. A good week of training, okay? Thank you. I just finished teaching class. Now I'm heading home, set up my recovery, get some sleep, get some nice protein, you know. But yeah, tune in. I'll be competing on April 18th for the Who's Number 127. I'll be facing Luke Griffith. And yeah, see you out there. Be competing here in Austin. Super happy with the opportunity. Let's go.